Glad to have you with us from First Bank Stadium in Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. It's week 11 of this college football season, and our coverage on EA Sports continues. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Vanderbilt Commodores. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you talk about teams who are building for the future, you've got to mention Vanderbilt. Stadium upgrades, a dynamic crowd. First Bank Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee has improved in the last few years. It is the smallest stadium in the SEC, but the Vanderbilt fans are getting louder and more passionate as Clark Lee continues to build a contender in Nashville. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Barnett. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Vanderbilt's offense will go to work first. And onto the field comes Junior Sherrill. This guy has every tool you could want. He is one of the better pass catchers in the game. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in, and we just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
Right side, it's Sherrill. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Moves the pocket. It's Curtis. Gets a hand in there.
How about the coverage by the defender on that throw? It was as if he knew where the ball was going to go. He practically ran the route for the wide receiver before swatting it away.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And the Commodores decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So Alabama's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here comes Austin Mack. What a rough game he had in that loss last time out, throwing 3 interceptions. Looking for running room. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. They'll stop play here to tend to the injured Commodore. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Austin Mack makes the catch. It's Crowell. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important, because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Caught. Quick step and go. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Crimson Tide with the aerial assault working back at it here. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Looking to pass. It's Mack. Quick completion on the out. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. An 8-yard pickup on the 1st down completion, now 2nd and 2. Grabbed behind the line, it's Rogers. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Finds his man on the RPO. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. Trailing 7-0 as they try to get this offense humming. Hits the hole, it's Alexander. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Might as well run him again. Crosses the 45. Breaks into the open. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Nowhere to go. Long way to go on 2nd down. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Here comes the heat. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Sees an alley. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Mack from the gun on 3rd down. Left side, it's Brooks. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll go play action with Mack. Makes the grab. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and long here. Throwing Mack. Lets it fly. There he goes. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Handoff from the gun. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. Past the 6. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Play action on 1st down. On target. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Run in the red zone. It's Crowell. Stopped right there.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Mack. Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Mack. Rushes on. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first. Out wide left, it's Adams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Takes the handoff. It's Alexander. He's dropped.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Hunt is on its way. Trying to take it back. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. One final play before the end of the quarter. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll run it. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Mack. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mack. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Here comes. Commodore's offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
Well, you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Curtis. Left side, it's Spence. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. The Commodores will line up to punt it away. Trying to get started. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, though.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't.
And he will be sacked. Yard line.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. Offense working from the pistol. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. On the move, he fires. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The give. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Curtis. Looking downfield. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Commodores send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing Russell. It's complete to the left. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Crimson Tide a few inches away from converting on 3rd down. Gets it out past the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 1st down as this offense tries to put together a long drive. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. The screen, he's got wheels. Could not make his way to the corner. Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking for space, it's Hill. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the play. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He's not. But what a play to come up with the interception. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Keeps it himself, and he's brought down after a short gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Out wide right, it's Adams. Brought down at the 25-yard line, given 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. All the way down to the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Stop is made almost immediately, give him 1 to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Right back to it. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. To the air, it's Curtis. Fires toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they There he goes! The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Austin Mack unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Brooks. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The Commodores signal for a timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to punch it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Dropping back, it's Curtis. Bought a little time, lets it go. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Commodores will send out the punt unit. slips through the line. You don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the other. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Throwing, Mack. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Rodgers. Brought down at the 31, it is a first down. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Offense picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it back to the 24-yard line, and this defense loves to feast on takeaways. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The sure hands, it's Sherrill. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Grab near the marker, it's Brown. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. Sets his feet, it's Curtis. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. And the Commodores will have it 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's caught. It's Dixon. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Swats it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. From the gun. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Mack. Quickly complete. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. Came up just inches short on first down. Now just a few links to go here on second. Got his man on the right. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We start with the Oklahoma State Cowboys taking on the number 17 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Cowboys coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Nashville. So far today, the most dominant player on the field has been that DB. Pass breakups, shutting down. Side of the field, he's been a one-man wrecking crew, and he's played a big part in this halftime lead.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard. Mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Here comes that Alabama offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Running inside. It's Crowell. Turning it on. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Working the ground game. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Changing the routes with his receivers. Austin Mack unloads it left. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
And guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half, they were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Cheryl. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Not many play calls a coach likes better than this. 2nd and 1 after getting 9. Right side to Cheryl. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To throw, it's Curtis. He's looking deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. 2nd and long here. Going to the ground. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. Left side is Cheryl. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. The Commodores are moving quickly down the field. They're going back to the ground. He's got the first down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, pressure's coming. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Looking down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Intercepted, and he's got a convoy with him.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Throwing, Mack. Shoots it to the left. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Mack from the gun on 3rd down. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Pulls it. Leaves it with the back. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Right back to the well. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Gonna run it, it's Alexander. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he gets it done. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Oh, look out for the run. And he eluded the defense and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Vandy. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Mack. Out wide left, it's Hill. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. Looking to throw, it's Mack. They're all over it. He's got it. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hits inside. It's Hill. Still running at the 40. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Give to the running back. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Austin Mack. Look out. Big hit. Knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Off play action on 1st down. Left side is Alexander. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
I think that shows you the experience of the quarterback there. His primary target wasn't open, so he didn't panic. Even though he was getting hit, he was still able to find his check down and find some positive yards.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He unleashes a long one. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Looks it in. He gets a block. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Sends it back in motion. Plows through the defense. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Curtis. Got rid of it just in time. Gets rid of it.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Lets it fly. Out wide back to Cheryl. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Alexander.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Plows his way ahead. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Commodores have their offense in high gear. Drops back on first down. Makes the catch. It's Spence. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Commodores, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, it's Alexander. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for a man, it's Curtis. Out wide right, it's Alexander. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. And send the tight end in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Nothing there, and he just had to throw it away. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Absolutely perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in from the Crimson Tide sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Push is ahead. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Turns it on in midfield. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. Now on first down from the 40. Wide receiver comes in motion. Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Left side is 4. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Alabama! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled. they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Finds his target. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Commodores are in the hurry-up. Drops back. It's Curtis. Out wide left, it's Dixon. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Leaping grab for a big gain. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sherrill. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting running that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
Left side is Sherrill. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Commodores go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, looking for a man. Hauls it in. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He wants it all. Touchdown, Commodores. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
And he makes the extra point. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
This offense has it with really good field position. Throwing Mack. Taking a shot. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown tie. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Barnett. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Sprinting to the line to try to get this Looking downfield, it's Curtis. Right side, it's Sherrill. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Commodores want to crank the tempo.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Wants to throw one first. Lets it go for the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. They don't need a bunch on second down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Dangerous throw on that one.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes.
Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous